What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to Smackdown Vs RAW 2007 on the Xbox 360. Still on that road to WrestleMania, and Randy Orton still a thorn in my eye. Or, side. Anyway, let's hop in here, begin the week, and see what's going to take place on SmackDown.
Hey, champ, it's Stephanie McMahon. Teddy Long and I have decided to give you the night off from in-ring action, so feel free to rest up a bit before WrestleMania. Just, stay away from that tramp, Tori Wilson.
What?
God, can you believe WrestleMania is only a week from this Sunday? By the way, the board of directors should be announcing your WrestleMania opponent very soon, so hang in there just a little longer. Anyway, enjoy your night off.
Why would she mention Tori Wilson, is my question. What was that? Hey, Randy Orton.
Hey, champ. I heard you got the night off tonight. Way to go the extra mile to represent SmackDown. But since neither one of us has a match, and since we're both here in the arena, how about you meet me in the parking lot, and we'll settle things once and for all. You can bring your bodyguard if you don't trust me, but if you got any pride at all, you'll leave him out of the fight.
And by the way, stay away from Tori Wilson. Like, everybody hates her for some reason. Like, what the hell? So a backstage brawl with Randy, I presume? Backstage brawl in the parking lot. There we go. And so I welcome you to Fire Department. So I welcome you to a fine Monday here on the program. Obviously, Stomping Grounds was last night on the WWE Network, and I was over at Grimm's house watching that bit of beadness, but mostly playing the Switch, because I have a game review later on this week, because it's going to be an interesting, a bit light week, but here we got Mario Maker on Friday, so obviously that is the crux of my business right now, is getting prepped for Mario Maker on a Friday. So, but there is things to discuss from the show. Certainly, there are things to discuss. So, number one, I had totally spaced on the fact that Stomping Grounds was in the state of Washington. Totally ignoring the fact that, oh wait, Bryan is going to be over super huge. That's his, hometown area. So, of course, he would be. I totally spaced on that entirely. So, kind of a interesting thing there for Heavy Machinery being, obviously not the faces in that match when they are faces everywhere else. But that match was one of the ones that I enjoyed quite a bit last night. And overall, that card was okay. The performers really were awesome with booking that was, somewhat subpar at best. At best. So even though it was Rematch-O-Mania, we still had some good stuff last night. Kudos to the performers making the best of a bad situation. Also, I have forgotten, how do I Irish whip? Holy crap. That's going to be a problem, because I have forgotten how to Irish whip. And that's kind of the point of this backstage area thing, is to get those interactions with the things backstage. So, is it LB and RB? What is the... Stunner! Right into the finisher. So, is that it? Are we done? No, we're not done. Alright, what is Irish Whip? Holy crap. The internet says hold A and then hit LB and RB at the same time. And we're going to try that. There it is, alright. We figured it out. Right into the limo. Okay, now we are ready to cook here on this show. Anyway, the one thing I thought was hilarious, even though the crowd was very small for a pay-per-view crowd on the show, you had the audience getting super loud for Bryan, obviously being a hometown guy, but then chanting, "Buy a Prius." So even though Bryan is a heel, they were totally got that part of his gimmick and were playing along with it, and that was amazing. So kudos to the crowd on that bit of weirdness. So, oh no, Randy Orton, how dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? So, let's, get this going on. I want to go into the garbage truck. Braun Strowman style. No, the other way, you dingus. This way. There you go. Into the garbage. Let's try it again. Into the garbage. Here we go, yes. Randy Orton's face in that garbage. Good God. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Knocked him out with the garbage truck. And attackslug is still victorious in this backstage brawl, baby.
You think you proved anything, you son of a...
Whoa, language.
Do you?
Man, I told you. What did I tell you yesterday? What did I tell you? Bobby Lashley, here to dominate.
Lashley just slammed the champion onto the hood of that car.
Nice going, man. Now let's get the hell out of here.
But he's supposed to be his bodyguard.
Somebody get some help back there. Taz, does this mean that Lashley was working with Orton all along, or did Orton get to him after he was assigned as the champion's bodyguard?
The only thing that matters is that the champ has been broken in half, and he's not going to WrestleMania.
Looks like money. Smells like money. That was the least surprising turn of events, Lashley. Orton admits no way out assault. We already knew, man. We already knew. But Randy Orton admitting to it. There you go.
Hey, champ, it's Steph again. Listen, I'm really sorry about what happened with Lashley. That kind of backfired on us. But just between the two of us, it was Teddy Long who chose him, not me. Anyway, the contracts are signed for your WrestleMania match against Orton. So all you have to do is survive your grudge match against Lashley tonight. I think you're crazy to take him on 3 days before WrestleMania, but it's your call. Good luck, champ.
Also, stay away from Toy Wilson. Just saying.
I've got to admit, Taz, I never would have suspected that Lashley was working with Orton to set up the World Heavyweight Champion.
Really?
I guess
You
we
wouldn't?
should have seen it coming. Having the bodyguard do the dirty work is like an old tradition.
But I'm just saying, eventually the bodyguard will turn on the talent, because that's how you get over new talent, by having the heater be the new big bad guy anyway. So last night, Joe and Ricochet were the best match of the night, pretty much, as I had thought they would be, because those guys are extraordinarily talented, and as I predicted in my predictions, your new U.S. champion is Ricochet. If you watched my predictions, I got 8 out of the 9 matches right that night.
Tell me, Taz, do you think the champ is making a mistake taking on his former bodyguard 3 days before defending his title at WrestleMania?
No, I don't, and here's why. The champ's out there to prove that he's not intimidated by Orton or Lashley. I think it's a bold move, but I think it's the right one, too.
Now, that does beg the question, if the teaser for that show at Stomping Grounds was AJ Styles wants to challenge Ricochet for his U.S. title, saying, I'll see you tomorrow night, where does that leave Joe? Like, I think Joe could be a great new contender for Seth Rollins as, you know, the main champ on the show. Could be a great thing there, but we still have at least 3 more weeks of Baron Corbin, because that thing is continuing, because your main event was just so sports entertainment. Honestly, kind of a house show vibe, which I'm not saying as a bad thing. I'm just saying all the overbooked parts of that match felt very house show in their nature, and how I saw nobody predict that it would be a woman as the ref, because then he wouldn't be able to hit her with a chair. Like, I didn't see anybody call that, which is crazy. So at least they swerved all of us on that bit of business, which is always a good thing. Like, I appreciate a good swerve in that nature. And there was no Brock Lesnar, there was no Paul Heyman, none of that, which everyone was saying, hey, either Brock or Heyman would be the ref. So we got no Money in the Bank teaser, but what we did get here is, oh, we're gonna have a mixed tag match. And 3 more weeks of Baron Corbin. Now, I did like having John Cone in there counting the 3, furthering that angle, furthering that conspiracy towards Corbin type scenario. Like, that I appreciate. But having another 3 weeks of Corbin as your main event contender for Seth Rollins, I kind of am not feeling at all. And a lot of it is down to just Corbin, where his character is right now. Like, if somebody just started watching right now, and you had to explain, why is Baron Corbin dressed like he works at Olive Garden? Like, there's no real, like, well, alright, you gotta go back. He was the constable, then he was the GM, but now he's not, and, like, look. Have his outfit change. Have it be more threatening. Have it be more something, because right now it's just kind of, like, inconsequential. And that's just kind of annoying, right? The other title match with Kofi and Dolph was another just retread of a cage match, and personally, I don't like cage matches. But also, we had the fact that this cage match had the fact that the submission was not broken up by reaching the ropes. Where the last cage match we had with Shane McMahon, the count was broken up by hitting the ropes. Have a thorough bit of officiating. Either be one way or the other. Don't flip-flop based on the scenario in the match. Just be consistent in your rules, WWE. That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit of consistency. So, it can be done right when you want to do it right. And last night was how it should be done. The cage should not break. It should not break the submission. And it didn't. So, kudos on that. But also, another cage match. I just don't care for cage matches. Either in real life or in video games. Just kind of don't care for them. So, there was that. Anyway, the only real rumor going around right now is the fact that supposedly Vince does not want to have any more wrestling during commercial breaks. Which is why we had so many 2 out of 3 falls matches this week. And that's how it used to be, like in the Attitude Era, where you didn't see matches go through commercial breaks. Which is why it was so it was always so exciting when it was main event time, right? And Jim Ross would announce, there are no more breaks tonight. This match is going to go as long as it goes, folks. We must have a winner. Like, that was always so hype when he did that. And that's kind of not the case anymore, because so many matches just go through commercial breaks, right? So, that being said, one of the things that was kind of an unsubstantiated rumor was that Vince might want to have matches have rounds now, like it's boxing, like it's real. And I'm like, look, wrestling is wrestling. Don't mess with the formula. The whole point of having matches on TV that are shorter, right, and then having matches on pay-per-view that is longer, is to get you to watch the pay-per-view. That's the whole point. Like, you have your crash TV, you have your short matches, you have your short segments on TV, because the payoff, so to speak, is that you're going to have the longer matches on pay-per-view to make you watch that, make you get that subscription to the network. That's the whole point. If you're not doing it there, then why are you doing it? So, again, it can be done well, it can be written well, if you have writers to write it well, and if you can have Vince actually approve it on TV, as he should be doing, because everything goes through Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Ha ha! Anyway, rope break. Sounds like Lashley needs the other finisher. The other finisher. And also, I appreciate Otis there doing the capture suplex last night. Doing the old slug sploder, if you will. I always appreciate that when I see it. So, kudos on that bit of beardness. And Lashley continuing to stymie any efforts here to put him away on this SmackDown. Like, what in the blue hell, Bobby? What in the blue hell? Dang it, Bobby. I don't appreciate. Boom! Locked it in. Locked it down. Rope break that, Lashley. Rope break that. And then it's gonna be over. Boom. Alright. Orton is just freaking out. Just freaking out. Pick him up. All the way up. Pick him up. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. But if I can win, I'll take it. Alright. We must hit this finisher. It must happen here on Come on, man! Like, seriously. Every finisher gets reversed. What is your game, Lashley? What is your power game? What is your pose? Bobby, hit him with the pose. Boom! DDT. And we go for it again. We pick him up again. Here it is. The Slug Crusher. Back of your freaking neck. Center of the freaking ring. Give me that. A 1. A 2. A 3. Put him away and head towards WrestleMania. Here is your winner. I would have assumed an RKO here, but apparently not. Apparently not. So, that to me would be the spike before Mania. Would be, oh, he beats Lashley, Orton slides in, hits the RKO, and then poses before Mania. Like, that to me would make sense, but that is not what you're going with, so, okay. I'm just saying. And then he does his pose, points to the Mania sign. That's kind of just, you know, basic wrestling. Come on. But no, I guess not. Anyway, WrestleMania will be, I guess, tomorrow on the show. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos on this channel. Watch them, would ya? See you next time, and I'm out.